Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Deni. If you're brand new, thank you for stopping in. If you're an oldie but goodie, welcome back. Today I have a finding foundation or a testing of a foundation. So I recently received this foundation from Wander Beauty inside of one of my Ipsies, and I figured I would go ahead and do one of my finding foundations or testing foundations type of videos where I go ahead and apply the foundation using both a brush and a sponge. This right here is my Morphe Pro foundation brush, and this right here is my Juno & Co microfiber or velvet sponge, which is one of my favorite type of sponges, and this is my favorite type of brush. So the foundation that we're going to go ahead and test out is the Wander Beauty Natural Illusion Liquid Foundation. Now the one that I received in my bag was the color Light, and if you don't know about this foundation, I have already been using it, but I want to test it out with both mediums. I've only just used it with a brush, so today we're going to be testing out both and also building it up. So when you open it up like this, you're going to notice that yes, it is a squeeze tube, but at the same time it is also a Doe-foot applicator, and as you can tell, that is a really thick applicator. So we're gonna go ahead, test this one out, and before I do anything, I'm going to prime my face. The primer that I've been using recently is the Time Bomb by The Balm, and this one looks like this, and it has like that filler type of ingredient that actually like veils over your pores. And now that that is all over my face, I'm gonna go ahead, I'll probably just pull back my hair because it's in the way, and then I'll start with my foundation. Hair is currently tucked away, and the way I like to use this foundation is by simply just using this applicator to apply it onto my face. And for this side, I think this is the side I'm gonna do with my brush. So I like to go ahead and put on enough of it, and you do have to dip several times, unfortunately. This is a very liquidy foundation, and it does, like when you pull it out, it does spill a little bit. It doesn't catch everything. So this is the brush that I'm using. I'm gonna go ahead and first I like to pat all of that in, and then I will start by just stroking this brush down my face, or doing downward strokes on my face. And as you can see, it does blend in really well, like especially like when you press it in, that with the brush it works really well. And I get a medium coverage with the brush, so right now this is like a medium coverage, and I like a medium coverage because it's good enough where it covers, but it's not too thick on the face. Now this is a very like liquidy foundation, very soft, very easy to work with, and it, like I said, it blends in really easy, and it just smooths into the face really nicely. So I will say I do like it a lot, and it does turn right into like your skin. It's not thick or cakey at all. So there you have the side with the brush, and I really like the way that just blends right on in. It looks really even with my neck, even though I didn't even like run the brush across my neck all that much. You can't even tell like where it stops. And now we're gonna go ahead and test it out with the sponge. I'm gonna do the same thing that I just did by just applying the foundation onto my face, and again I have to dip a couple of times, so I don't know how much of this I'm gonna be using up because of all the dipping. This does have 1.01 ounces, and now this is the sponge. It's already wet, and with this you just kind of just like go ahead and press into the face and just move all of that around. And as you're seeing, even with the sponge, and this is a damp sponge, it is pressing into the skin very nice and even. even over the eyes. I didn't do the other eye over here. I normally, when I use the brush, I don't like to brush over my eye area for some reason. But there you can see, oh, it even has like a more of a luminous glow on this side than this side, and I'm assuming that's from the water. So if you want a more dewy finish, definitely I think using the sponge would achieve that. This one, I'm not saying that this is matte because this is glowy. It looks very healthy. I like the way this foundation makes my skin look very healthy. So that right there was like one application, and I think I'm gonna take it up a notch and do a second application to see how buildable this is and if I get a full coverage look with this. All right, so here I go again. I'm gonna take, and for this one I'm just gonna try to use whatever is on this. Again, this is the side with the brush, and I'm just tapping in. I love doing this tapping motion. I feel like it presses it into the skin, and when it gets into the skin, I feel like I get the most coverage. A lot of times I like a combination of pressing this and then smoothing it out later by just like brushing over it. That's my favorite way of applying. So as you can see, I do notice that this is less luminous than the other side, but definitely a nicer coverage on the second application. I am gonna go ahead and cover the eye this time. I don't like the way that feels on, to be honest. So this is it, and then I will continue and then stroke this downwards. I love the way this foundation just makes my skin look really even, soft, and like just very healthy. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and build up the other side and see how that works out. Again, just applying the foundation. So far so good, and I am loving the way this is looking on both sides, to be honest. I like the medium cover and I like the full coverage. And this right now is the sponge application. One thing I like about this particular sponge is that it does not soak in the product, so everything is getting pushed right into your face, and I love that about this sponge. So there you have it. There's that second layer, and there's absolutely no difference between like the right side from the left side. I mean, except for the fact that this side does look a little bit more glowier, less glowier, I think. You guys let me know if you see even a difference on camera. If you like a more dewy finish, I would say sponge. If you like a more softer finish, apply with a brush. So here it is all on my face, and I like both sides of the foundation, to be honest. I think this is an amazing foundation. I love the way it wears on my skin. For reference, I have normal to dry skin, so I don't like a lot of just dryness onto my skin, but I don't like a lot of dewiness. For some reason I like that in between, and this gives me a perfect in between type of foundation. If you enjoyed this foundation or you already use it, please comment down below, let me know what you think. Also, if you haven't already done so, go ahead, like and subscribe to my channel, become a member of my Gonz fam, and as always, from my house to yours. Love ya.